Okay, so number 1 is 456 divided by 6. So, does 6 go into 4? No, it's too small. So we put a 0 as a placeholder. 6 times 0 is 0. Now we subtract. Remember, divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, remainder, or repeat. So 4 minus 0 is 4. Now we bring down the 5. 6 goes into 45 7 times, right? 6 times 7 is 42. No, thank you for not doing that right now. We got 3 left over. We bring down the 6. 6 goes into 36. 6 whole times. Okay, 6 times 6 is 36. There's no remainders left over. Our answer is 76. Okay? Number 2. Does 9 go into 3? No, it's too small. So we put a 0 as a placeholder. Excuse me. All right, got that on film. That's going to be fun. All right. 9 times 0 is 0. We subtract, and then we bring down the 4. Okay, remember our rules. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, and then repeat or remainder. Okay. Now 9 goes into 34 3 times. Okay, 9 times 4 is 36. That's too big. So we got to go 9 times 3, which makes it 27. And when you regroup and subtract, you get 7. Oh, that's supposed to be a 0. That looks like a D. You're supposed to get 7 left over. Okay? And then we bring down the second 4. 9 goes into 74 8 times. 9 times 8 is 72. That gives us 2 left over. And bringing down the 9. 9 goes into 29 3 whole times. 29 minus 27 is 2. And that is our remainder. 383, remainder 2. Okay? So this is our final answer. Okay? Number 3. 4,568 divided by 8. So if 8 doesn't go into 4 because it's too small, so we put 0. It goes in there 0 times. That's our placeholder. It's always important that every number has a number on top of it. Okay? Even if it's a 0. Okay? 8 times 0 is 0. And when we subtract, okay, we have 4. And we bring down the 5. Okay? Shh. Side conversations should not be happening right now. If you have a question, write it down, and I'll answer it the second time we do this. 8 goes into 45 5 times. 8 times 5 is 40. We have 5 left over, and we bring down the 6. 8 goes into 56 7 times. 8 times 7 is 56. We got 0 left over. We bring down the 8. 8 goes into 8 one whole time, and there's no remainder. So our answer is 571. I could show you 8 times 1 is 8, 8 minus 8 is 0, but we don't have
time. Good morning, McKinley. Please excuse this interruption. We are now going to start our glow party in the cafeteria at 8 o'clock. The times for each grade are TK, Kinder, and First are going to be going at 8 o'clock. Grades second and third are going to go from 9, start at 9 o'clock, and then grades 4 and 5, 9:30 to 10.
I'll tell you who goes. It's attendance, okay?
Have your kids ready with their tickets. I sent email to each
We're 9:30?
9:30.
Okay. All right, so now the next one. Now we're getting into multi-digit long division, okay? 23 doesn't go into 5. It's too small.
Oh my God.
Also, we have a black SUV that is parked in the staff parking lot behind the dumpster that needs to be moved, please. A black SUV. Thank you.
Anyone? Is that anyone's car in here? All right. Now, 23 doesn't go into 5. Let's focus and get right back into it. Okay, I don't want to waste your time. Sorry for you guys watching the video that you had to hear the announcement a second time. 23 goes into 5 0 times. 23 times 0 is 0. Bring down that 5 and 7. 23 goes into 57 2 times, because 23 times 2 is 46. Okay? Anything bigger than that, it's going to be way too big. So it goes in there 2 times. 57 minus 46 is going to be 11. And you bring down that 8. Now, I don't know my 23s that well, but I know 20 times 5 is 100. I know my 2s, right? 2 times 5, and I can write this down, but I've done this a lot already. I know 2 times 5 is 10. So I know 20 times 5 is 100. 23 is a little bit, on the number line, it's pretty close to 20, right? So I'm going to try 23 times 5. That's going to narrow down when I'm multiplying, so I'm not multiplying too much. Okay? It might not be 5, but I don't know if I need to go one up or one down. So I'm only multiplying this problem once or twice. So, 23 times 5. Oh, that's way too close to that one. We do it over here. 23 times 5. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. And yeah, it goes in there 5 whole times. Please, guys, with the side conversations, you're not going to be able to hear the video, so you've got to stop talking, please. 23 goes into 118 5 whole times, which makes it 115. And when you subtract, you have 3 left over. That's going to be our remainder. So our answer is 25, remainder 3. Yeah, or B. Okay? If you have a question, make sure you write it down, and we will go over it again when we do the not video version. All right. Number 5 is starting to pick up the pace a little bit. All right? This was our first double digit. This one's getting a little bit more advanced. You can round 69 to 70 and then look at 7s on your multiplication chart and just add zeros to your answer. So I know 69 doesn't go into 7. Okay, it's too small. So 7 minus 0 is 7, right? 69 times 0 is 0. 7 minus 0 is 7. Bring down the 8, we got 78. 69 only goes into 78 one whole time. That's as close as we can get. Because we know it's going to be way too big of a number if we multiply it by 2, right? If we put 69 times 2, it's going to be over 100. So 78, 69 goes in there one time, okay? That's as close as we can get. So we just subtract 69 minus 78, and we get 9 left over, okay? And we bring down the 0. And once again, 69 goes into 90 only one whole time, okay? 69 times 2 is going to be like 138. It's way too big. So it only goes in there one whole time, and I'm going to have to move this problem down because we're running out of room. I was hoping I won it, but that's all right. All right. So we subtract 90 minus 69, okay? We're going to need to do some regrouping. 10 minus 9 is 1. 8 minus 6 is 2. We got 21 left over, and we bring down this final 4. And now we have a number that's more than 1. So looking at 69, I know it's close to 70. I know my 7s. I know 7 times 3 is 21. So 70 times 3 is 210. So I'm going to try 69 times 3 and see if I get close to that number. So that was estimating, and we've done that before. So this shouldn't be crazy for us, right? We all understand that I'm estimating here. I'm taking, instead of 69, I'm rounding it up to 70. I'm looking at my multiplication chart. I'm looking at my 7s. I'm just putting a 0. I like that Avon's giving me some head nods. He's showing me he's paying attention. Good job, Avon. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 6 is 18. Plus 2 is 20. And yeah, that's as close as I can get to 214 without going over. So it's going to be 3 times. And you're going to subtract 214 minus 207. And you have 7 as your remainder. So your final answer is 113, remainder 7, okay? Even you're going to get Jolly Rancher after the video, okay? All right, so number 6, I have to write down again, but it's 514 divided by 20. I know a lot of you had some questions on this, so just write down your questions so we don't forget. And let's go ahead and start. 20 doesn't go into 5. 5 is too small, right? So we're going to put a 0 above it. 20 times 0 is 0. When you subtract, you have the 5 still. And now you bring in that 1. Okay? Now, 20 is the same as 2s. So look at your multiplication chart and look at your 2s and just imagine a 0 at the end of those answers. And that's 20. So I know 2 times 2 is 4. So 20 times 2 is 40. Yes, good job, Kanye. 20 times 2 is 40. So we're going to put 2 here. and then it's going to be 40. 20 times 3 would be 60. Way too big, because 2 times 3 is 6, right? So 20 times 3, put a 0 at the end, is 60. Too big. So let's subtract 51 from 40. That's as far as we can go. We get 11. And when we bring down the 4, I know it goes in there 5 times. Because 20 times 6 would be 120. It's too big. So it goes in there 5 times. Which makes it 100. And 14 is our remainder. So it's going to be 25 remainder. Ooh, did I do something wrong here?
Yeah.
Did I put a wrong number? Oh no.
Wait.
Hang on. Should be 25. Oh no, I'm right. 25 remainder 14. I was looking at the wrong answer key here. Yeah. So that's D, right? 25 remainder 14. Yeah, I did it right. Whew. Almost made a mistake on the video. All right, so if you have questions about that one, I will go over it again, and then you can ask your questions, okay, when we're going over it. All right, number 7. 689 divided by 16. Once again, the 6 is too small, so we have to put a 0 up here. 16 times 0 is 0. When you subtract, you still got that 6, and now you include the 8. Now, I'm going to round 16 up to 20. I know 20 times 3 is 60, so I'm going to try 16 times 3 and see if that's close enough. It might not be. It might be too small. And 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 48. I think that's too small. Yeah, that is. So let's try 16 times 4. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. And yeah, that's it. 16 goes into 68 4 whole times. All right, we have 4 as a remainder. And bring down the 9. And look it. Luckily, I did 16 times 3 already. I know it's going to go in there 3 whole times. It has to. So it goes in there 3 whole times. And you do 49 minus 48. I'll make a little bit of room here. 49 minus 48 gives us 1 left over, and that's going to be our remainder. 43 remainder 1, which is B. Okay? All right, we're almost done. We've got the word problems, and that's it. What time is it?
It's 8:03.
Okay, good. We've got plenty of time. Plenty of time till PE. So number 8.
It's 8:05.
Andy bought tacos for his coworkers. If he has 115 tacos that he wants to split evenly. What's split evenly mean?
Division.
Divide. Yeah, division. When you see split evenly or split into equal parts, that's fancy talk for division. They're not going to tell you division always. They'll say those types of words. So be on the lookout. And he wants to split it amongst his 23 coworkers. So you're dividing 115 by 23. So 1 is too big. Or, sorry, too small. It's just not too big. So we put a 0. 23 times 0 is 0. We subtract. We got the 1. I have to bring down the other one. Can 23 go into 11? No, it's still too big. So we put another 0. 23 times 0 is 0. We got 11 left over, and we bring down the 5. Now, we're back to square one, right? Like, okay, now I have to divide the number I had to divide up here. How do I do that? Well, I would round this to 20. Round it down to 20. I know 20 times 5 is 100, so let's try 23 times 5. 23. The other thing some of you might even know, I know 3 times 5 is 15. So 20 times 5 is 100. 3 times 5 is 15. 115, right? Some of you might have thought of that. If you did, you're one smart cookie.
It's 5.
5 times 3 is 15. Carry the 1. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus that 1 is 115. So it goes in there 5 times evenly. So each employee is going to get 5 tacos. That's a good meal, man. 5 tacos, man. I'm going to be full. I'm going to go with everything in that. So 15 goes into 1, 0 times. 15 times 0 is 0. You got 1 that you bring down when you subtract, and you bring down the 5. 15 goes into 15, 1 time. 15 times 1 is 15. Bring down the, you got 0 left over, and you bring down the 4. Now 15 goes into 4, 0 times. And 4 becomes our remainder. Don't forget that you have to put a 0 above this number. 15 goes into 4, 0 times. Then you say, okay, 15 times 0 is 0. We got 4. There's no other number, so that's our remainder. Now, here's the tricky part. What they asked is, how many rooms will they need for the employees? If you put 10 remainder 4 as your answer, which some of you did, even though I told you not to, you're going to get it wrong. That's not a real, you can't have 10 and then a remainder 4 room. I'm asking you, what number of rooms will you need? It can't be 10 because you still got 4 employees that need somewhere to go. So how many is it going to be? 11. 11 rooms are needed, okay? Has it frozen at all? Emily, you good? All right. All right, it's no big deal, okay? That's what happens. All right, so 11 rooms. So you got to know, hey, I got remainder 4 here. It can't be 10 rooms. I can't have this as my answer. They're asking how many rooms for each employee? You need 11. You need to have 11. All right, number 10. 23 so it says a total of 123 employees of Dunder Mifflin are going to visit Gettysburg National Park. Each bus holds 23. All the buses are full except one. How many employees will be on the bus that is not full? You need to find out what number represents a not full number here. The remainder. So you need to find out what's the remainder going to be. And that's going to be the number of people on the bus that aren't full. Okay? So that's what you have to look at. We got to solve it, find out what the remainder is, but the remainder is our answer, whatever it is. That's the amount of people that's in the bus that's not full, okay? So 23 doesn't go into 1 at all, so we put a 0. 23 times 0 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Bring down the 2. 23 doesn't go into 2 at all, so we put a 0, okay? And now we bring down the 3. Now, I know 20 times 6 is 120. Let's just try 23 times 6 and see if that works. It might not. Okay, 6 times 3 is 18. And we get 138. So it can't be 6. Let's try 5. 23 times 5. 5 times 3 is 15. And 115. So it's going to be 5 times. And when we subtract 115, we have 8 left over. 5, remainder 8. So, how many people are going to be in the bus that's not full? 8. That's our remainder. So we have to say 8 people, okay? Because that represents the amount of people that are in the bus that's not full. All right? Okay, you can stop the video.